welcome everybody to Misclick's D&D Demigods Edition. How are you all doing?
Yay.
Yay!
I'm doing
Bye.
So, how was your week?
I lost my voice while cheering for D1 for in Marvel.
No.
what's up?
You know,
My boy
like,
Jay
usually
Wong.
you lose your voice after yelling the whole night. And then I literally yelled 2 minutes, like, on the first match. And I was like, ah! And then I lost my voice instantly. It was gone. Boop. And then after I couldn't even yell, I was just doing like, woo! That's all I did. It was gone. So
Yeah, I've been
Arca's
like,
voice is back. Arca.
I've been like sucking down cough drops for the same thing. I thought that I just lost my voice because I was yelling, but I think Vegas killed me.
Yeah.
Did you gamble, Anna? I don't remember.
No, but I sat next to you when you gambled.
I was going crazy, Neil. I was gambling $150 a hand. Boom,
Oh my
boom,
god,
boom.
I hope you were doing well.
She was high rolling.
And then, like, everybody thought it was like $1 chips, and like they thought I was going crazy. And then I'm like, no, guys, this is $5 chips. I'm actually really crazy, and everybody was like, ah, my god. Yeah, but I ended up even. So
Well,
Oh, even, huh?
yeah, I didn't
that's all
lose.
you can really hope for.
And it was fun. It was really fun. I had absolutely
Except you had no emotions anymore.
I had no feelings. At the end, I was like, all right, here's 250, let's go. And then I won, and I'm like, all right, I'm even. We're stopping here. But I had no emotions. I hated it. I was just like, no feelings. Gamble.
How was your week?
The worst
not
part
at
is that
Evo?
you don't even get a high. It's like,
Well, I guess I got a high from hitting even.
Yeah. It's funny.
Neil, how was your week not being at Evo?
It was good. I wasn't gonna say anything for a while, but I guess the cat's out of the bag on this, so I got engaged this weekend.
Woo! Yeah!
Sorry to all of you ladies watching Misclicks. All
Sorry,
Stephanie
he's
Powell of you.
taken.
Yeah, so that was my weekend. It was very eventful. Very
I
long.
can't wait to hear the story.
Yeah. So, you guys ready to do some Misclicks?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, where we last left off, the party was in the bandit camp. Bandits were all kind of, well,
Yeah.
warlord, raising army. Bandits kind of a hard word for them. The mercenary camp, the war camp, the army camp, something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
And you had just freed all the slaves, tied up Ironsides, and you guys were leaving with Steel and the gnome, whose name I ought to look up because I have it on hand.
Wizardy.
Wizard Gnome Man.
Yeah.
Yes. Demigod.
So, I guess we
Jeremiah.
were... Jeremiah.
Right, the bullfrog.
So we were going to bring him to his home.
Yes.
And he was gonna teach me spells.
Spells. Yeah. So I guess that's what we're doing. We start walking towards there. After looting all the things, Neil.
Yeah, because like all the people dispersed, right?
Right. Didn't we already go through and do all the loot?
Yeah, we did.
No. Well, we said
No,
we
we
wanted
didn't.
it, but you never. You never.
Yeah, you never gave it to us.
Okay, so then you guys go back into the hut to search around and loot things. Into Captain Iron or General Ironsides, King Ironsides, depending on whose story you want to believe, his hut. You start digging through his stuff. You come across a small chest that contains silver and gold coins, as well as a few gems. And let's see, that's all the straight up gold and gems and jewelry that you find, all the money sources. It's all kind of just in a chest that was sitting in his office or in his
How
room.
much is it?
You don't can't tell right now because it's like just a small chest with heaps and heaps of coins in it. The chest weighs probably like 40 pounds or so. If you want to sit down and count it out, you can, but it'll take you like an hour or two.
No, let's just bring it with us.
Cool.
Do we need to like put that on a character sheet who's carrying it, or can we just put it on the horses?
Oh yeah, someone needs to write down chest of coins.
Arcus, do you want to take care of the coins, or do you want me to? Or do you, Emma? Although I'd rather Arcus did.
Fine. All right.
Hooray! Emma is very pleased by Arcus defeating the dude, so she's in a good mood today.
So it's just a chest of coins?
Chest of coins.
Also,
Can you give me 1 second? My
Go.
food is arrived. So, sorry.
Ironsides was unconscious but not dead, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And we left him tied up, right?
Correct.
I think that we should investigate his armor that's supposedly blessed by the gods.
Okay. Do we have any way of doing that? Do you have detect?
No,
Identify?
not today, I don't. So maybe we should just confiscate it, because as demigods, when something that's blessed by the gods is being used for evil, then we should confiscate it on behalf of the gods.
Agreed.
So we confiscate his armor. No.
Confiscated.
All right, you untie him, strip him off of his armor, retie him up, making sure he's knocked out the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have this set of plate mail that weighs like 85 pounds, and
we give
won't
it to
fit any of
Arcus.
you. It won't fit Arcus. It's way too big for Arcus.
And if we like resize it, it won't.
You
fit
can't
either?
resize it. Can't
Couldn't
resize.
we
You'd have to
theoretically
melt
go
it.
to like a armor smith and have him melt it down and make it into something else?
I mean, but then you're just melting it down. He'd have to make it from scratch, basically. Because
I'm still pretty
it's
sure-
already formed for someone so big, and there's
Oh.
no way to just like shrink it down. You know, you'd have to completely readjust. Like when you make if a set of clothes are too big and you have to like tailor them down, they wind up like cutting off this and adding this and sewing here. But you can't quite do that with steel. With metal,
I'm only
there's
talking
no...
about it if the steel is like actually blessed by the gods, then we could theoretically have it made into something else.
The process of making it into something else would destroy any enchantments on it because it would destroy the armor. So
I still believe that we should not sell it. Well, we should not let it to do.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with it. I just want to let you guys know that it can't. In the practice of resizing it or changing it to fit someone else, you would destroy the magical enchantments.
Are there any pieces of it that would fit Arcus, like the helm, for example? If he was wearing a helm?
No. I mean, it's sized for someone who's like 6'8". I guess in theory, Arcus could wear the helmet. It'd be a little bit big for him, and it would kind of jostle around. But he couldn't.
I offer him the
put it on
chance.
his head.
So, Stephanie, we just took Ironside's armor because we were saying that if he claims that it's actually blessed by the gods and he was doing all of this for evil, then we certainly should confiscate these items so that they're not used for evil anymore.
Okay.
So we confiscated his armor, but it's way too big for you because Ironsides was like 7 foot something.
Okay.
So I offer you the helmet and ask if you want to wear it, even though it's too big.
I can use it. I can keep it as a trophy.
Okay.
Okay. For the rest of the armor, though, I really don't feel like we should let him in this position. Maybe we should give it to like a king who's good or something.
Yeah, we should keep it on our horses until it's too heavy for us to carry, and maybe we can sell it or...
Yeah, but I fear that we would sell it to someone who's going to sell it to someone evil, you know? We should really make sure it gets into the right hands.
You're right, we could gift it to a worthy king or something. That's a good idea.
Sounds good to me.
So I put that, how much can my horse carry, Neil? Is that on my sheet?
Your horse can carry... These are just riding horses.
I have like a mount pet area, but it's not...
Right.
There's no HP or AC or anything.
Right. Let's... Horse. C, D, E, F, G, H. Horses. Riding horse. The riding horse can carry a maximum 360 pounds. But once you hit that mark, they are going at 1/3 their normal speed. They can move at full speed at 180 pounds, half
Okay.
speed at 270 pounds, and 1/3 speed at 360 pounds.
180 is what you said was full.
Was full speed. Yes.
Okay.
What was the chest with the coins? How many coins? We don't know yet. We just
No,
know
it weighs like
how
40
heavy it
pounds.
is?
Yeah.
40 chest with coins.
So actually, Emma, if Arcus is going to ride on my horse with the chest of coins, will you carry the armor on your horse?
Sure. I will. Sorry, I'm picking spells right now.
Okay.
So, you guys are. Let's take a look at where our map is. You guys are in the. You're still in the camp.
And you said that people, other than Steel, people just kind of dispersed, right? Nobody seemed to want to stay with us.
Right. Yeah. No one was sticking around.
Because we gave that big speech, but no takers.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's take off and see Jeremiah home.
Okay. You guys are currently in the Emerald Woods, and Jeremiah's home is in Hoskar, south of the Silver Rapids. The Emerald Woods are called the Emerald Woods because of their beautiful green trees and green ferns and the moss that's everywhere. Everything in this section of the woods, this very dense section of the woods, is just beautifully green. Lots of moss, lots of ferns, lots of brush, lots of shrubs, lots of trees, and the tree trunks are all covered in moss or small things growing off of them. It's almost like a jungle, except it's not quite humid enough. You don't have the same amount of moisture and quite the same density, but it's borderline jungle / forest like.
So it's slow going?
Yeah, it's pretty slow going, but the gnome seems to know the way. His name, for everyone's sake, is Jeremiah. Jeremiah the gnome.
The bullfrog gnome.
The bullfrog gnome. Yes, likes to drink wine. And you head out, or you start trekking through the woods. As you guys are trekking, Jeremiah starts to ask you guys about yourselves. He says, "So, tell me, I've already heard a little bit of the story, but how did the three of you come to rescue me?"
Well, who's he talking to?
He just kind of says it out loud. He glances at each of you, or kind of looks around the party, hoping someone will answer.
Well, I was dragged into this because I would have stayed home. So don't thank me, thank the girls.
What he means to say is that once in a while it is said that one may feel as though to stay is the right choice, although to go when good is at stake may be the best.
What she means to say, I totally cut her off. That's like exactly what my director's doing right now. Is that we're trying to do good, and we're demigods, and our goal is to do good in the world. So ideally, that the gods would pick us back up in the god realm. So we saw the camp, we saw the mean guy, we tried to defeat him, we did it, and you seemed like a good man. So that's why we're rescuing you.
Well, that makes sense. And you said you're demigods, or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. We are sons and daughters of Reluna. You know Reluna?
I am familiar with Reluna. I'm familiar with all the gods, not personally and not intimately, but I am aware of who they are.
Reluna gave us aid in that fight. She blessed us in our journey to free you and the rest of the slaves and defeat Ironsides. All hail Reluna.
All hail!
Yes, well, she's certainly a very loving goddess.
Yes.
He chuckles.
We wouldn't have made it without her. She gave me all the mental strength I needed to win this fight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell.
I'll have
So
enough.
the 3, 4, 5 of you, including Steel, are following the creek, which is getting a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger as it keeps meeting up with other creeks. When you guys are taken quite by surprise as a net falls and drops over Steel, who's in the point.
Steel!
Oh, no.
It's about a 6 foot wide net, 8 foot wide net, and it just kind of like drops from the trees above him, and you hear all these little tiny chirping voices go, "Hee hee, we got him, we got him!" Hee hee. And a small cluster of these the tiniest people you've ever seen. They're about 2 feet tall at max. So we're talking like this tall. No, 2 feet's about what? This tall?
Like a big cat.
Yeah, just these 2 feet tall people start scurrying about and start climbing down some of the trees, and looking about. And
Are they armed?
He's right next to us, right?
yeah, he was walking in front of you guys a little bit or riding in front of you a little bit. They are armed. Most of them carry these very small. They look like very large needles, basically. They're sword-esque in shape, maybe like a rapier or something, but sized down for a little person. And it's kind of hard to tell how many of them there are because they are so fast moving for their size, and they just kind of like dart in and out. But we should roll initiative
Oh no!
immediately.
Are they in a 10 feet radius right now?
There are some of them are within 10 feet of you. Yes, but
Is
they're not all conveniently
Like
clumped.
most of them are just.
You can't even tell how many of them there are.
is there a rope tied to the net, or is it just
No,
a
it's
net?
just the net itself.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I rolled for spell, but I want to roll for my chain, actually.
All right. Just quickly re-roll for that.
Okay, hold on. It would have been just +5, so it would be 10.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just adjust it for that. It's 10.
Sorry.
Emma, are you in combat?
No. Yeah, I was just looking for a spell and shoot my mind. That's it.
Wow, that is absolutely terrible, Emma. So
Indeed.
the first of
So I
these
see them
small
coming, and
woodland
I-
creatures. Yeah. Go ahead.
well, a lot of people may not know about my chain, so I want to tell them if they missed it. So I have this gold chain that looks decorative that's like looped around my waist and hips. And when I see them coming, I like whoosh, rip out my chain and like stand at the ready to just like whip it.
Whip it good.
That's what I thought. Whip the drill.
Okay. I am trying to find something, but it's not. The search function is not working. There we go. Perfect. So the first one starts chanting a spell, which goes off and targets 3 people. I need Adia and Emma to make saving throws versus spell. With a -2 penalty. Although, if you have high wisdom, which I think we're looking at you, Emma.
Yeah.
Next to your wisdom on your character sheet, there should be a magical defense adjustment. You can
Yeah,
add that to your
+4.
saving throw. Yeah. Same thing for you, Adia, if you have something under magical defense adjustment next to
So
willpower.
+4 -2, or
Yeah. +4 -2.
so +2.
Yeah. So D20 +2 for you.
21. I'm
Oh,
totally safe.
Nice. Adia,
I counter the spell.
what's your saving throw versus spell, Adia? On your character sheet.
Mike needed.
12.
Sorry, it's 12.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you both pass your saving throws, no problem.
Woo!
Neil, do I have wisdom on my character sheet?
It's willpower. I'm sorry. I lied to
Oh,
you.
okay.
Well, that does absolutely nothing for either of you then.
Can I know what it was?
Nope. Do you have a spellcraft proficiency?
No.
No.
Damn it.
No.
I thought I did.
No. If you have spellcraft, you can make a proficiency check to
What's that?
see if you know it.
Spellcraft.
Yeah, when someone casts a spell, if you have the spellcraft proficiency, you can make a proficiency check to see if you know the spell. Neither of
Do you have
spellcraft.
spellcraft? No.
And another one of the pixies starts like ha 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 ha, dancing around for a moment, casting, saying a few words, and all of a sudden he splits into 4 different people, and now there's like 5 of him moving about.
Oh no.
Maybe there's less than it appears.
Neil, can I perceive which pixie was the original one?
No
that, like,
way.
the
They
others
all
came
kind of
out
like
of?
moved away from each other naturally. It's way too confusing to tell. But it becomes Adia's turn. No, Arcus's turn.
So how many do I see?
You see 9 of these little buggers, but they keep like moving in and out behind this tree, out of this bush, in the middle of the road, sticking their hands in their ears and their tongue out at you. They're swarming all over the place, and they're really fucking fast.
And he's still in the trap.
Yeah,
My
Steel is struggling with the weights and the net around him.
And they're not throwing anything or attacking anyone else at the moment.
Not yet.
Okay, I said +5, but I don't know if it was it. I was rushing to our friend to remove the net.
Okay. So you go to help him remove the net. Can you make me
A remove net check.
Totally exists.
Yeah, we're gonna make that a dex check.
Dexterity.
Yeah. I was gonna say, give me a dexterity check. D20 plus your dex.
Oh.
You start trying to help him out, but he's trying to get out, and you guys end up getting your things more and more tangled together. And
Okay.
you can't get him out right now.
Okay. I keep trying next turn.
In the meantime, Neil, I yell, little friends, we mean you no harm. I warn you that the power of demigods is mighty. Cease at once.
One of them, starts saying some things, and all of a sudden these blue and green lights appear out of his hand, and they start orbiting around the whole party. And he dances back and forth, going, "Well, aren't you the fancy people in the fancy armor? What do you want in our woods?"
We want nothing but safe passage, friend.
"Oh, safe passage to the land of the brownies, eh? It'll cost you a pretty penny."
The land of the brownies?
Another one pipes up, who's like in a tree, and says a few words. Says, "We have you completely surrounded. You are at our mercy, little ones." And then you hear a voice from behind you guys. Same more or less voice, as if it's another one of these creatures, saying, just continuing to taunt you. Your mother was an ugly woman, and I bet that you're a terrible fighter. You just look like a big fat drunk.
When he says my mother was an ugly woman, I just kind of smirk, like I raise my eyebrow, and I'm like, I would not speak so of Reluna if I were you. And then I like say, "All hail Reluna," and give a meaningful look toward the sky.
When he says I'm a drunk, I say, "Ha! I am."
No. It is Adia's turn.
Is there anyone coming toward me, or are they all just like standing in that circle taunting us?
Oh, they're all moving about. Like they might stand still for 3 seconds to say a sentence, but then they just dart into like a bush or behind a tree or back out into the middle.
But are they actually attacking us, or are they just running around?
No one's made an attack yet, other than dropping the net. But they have cast a couple of spells.
Then I hold action.
Okay.
And I keep talking to them and say, friends, if this is your land and you require a toll, certainly we can talk about it. What is it you require for passage?
One of them pokes his head out of a bush and says, "All the gems that you have, drop them and leave them for us, and then we may let you live."
Gems. I don't even think we have gems. That's perfect.
Well, we would like your guarantee of safe passage. We certainly won't give you gems on the promise that we might live. I'm trying to do a business transaction with respect to you, my little friend, although...
We will let you go,
realize...
we promise you. We will not harass you again. Leave us your gems.
The
Or
price
we'll
is
keep
not
this
fair as
one.
we
And he pokes at what's his name? Steel. Like pokes Steel's armor with his sword.
will give you 1 gem. 1 valuable gem.
Oh, that's not good enough. Pipes up another. As he speaks a few words and splits into 4 brownies.
Sisters, do we even have gems? I don't think we do.
There were some in the chest, right, Neil?
Yes.
Oh.
Were there a lot?
From what you could see, there were at least 3, but there might have been some buried underneath the gold.
What makes you think you're stronger than us? I only see 9 little goblins.
Goblins! You watch your mouth, you ugly wench! We're no goblins, we're brownies! Huzzah! And he leaps forward and stabs at you with his small sword. He trips in the creek and falls flat on his face, water going everywhere.
Demiguards are lucky.
Huzzah! I say that as you fall.
And I say, Hail Raluna!
Well,
wait, no, I'm sorry,
I
Emma, you didn't get your turn.
Well, I'm gonna attack the spellcaster number 1 that failed his spell.
Oh, you have no idea which one that is anymore. They all look
If
alike.
he
And
didn't duplicate,
they're
I
all-
would have followed him. Can I do like an intelligence check or a perception check? Because since the start, I've been thinking I wanted to attack the first one that cast a spell.
But there's like there were a few of them to move around, and then a couple of them split into a bunch of different ones, and
But
they
he
all
didn't.
look alike, and they're moving back, and it's a very dense jungle or forest area. You cannot tell which one
But
is
he
which.
didn't split. I feel like it's like the whole cup game. If you focus on one since the start, you might have it shot.
Yeah, but he like went behind a tree, and later 2 others came out behind that tree, and you weren't sure which one of them it was. Like,
Sure.
just imagine
yeah.
a whole bunch of little creatures running around and hiding and everything, and then popping back out and going, "Ee, maha, maha."
Okay, then I'm gonna.
They're confusing and distracting, and like that's their nature to be. Like,
Okay,
I
Uh,
really
I'll-
liked your pixie impression, Neil.
thank you.
I'll try to find like a clutter of them and cleave with my sight.
Okay. Roll to hit at -4 to hit the first one.
What's my roll now that we leveled up? Do I get +1?
You
So I
are a
did 20
cleric,
plus-
right?
Yeah.
What level cleric are you now?
I think we're level 5 now.
Are you level 5? Really? You guys are level 5?
Yeah.
Not me.
How the hell did
I'm
you
not
guys level
5.
up so fast?
Yo, it says
Oh.
I'm still level 2. Is that even possible?
No, we didn't write.
Jen,
your
how much
level.
experience do you have?
7,107
Okay. 7,100 and something?
and 7.
Yeah, well.
I'm level 3, but I know that Jen leveled like twice.
I also am 7,107. I'm
Yeah.
only level 2.
I don't think. you rolled
Jen,
your-
you are level 4.
Okay. Oopsies.
7,000 for Anna. It should be level 3. And 7,000 for Steph. Should be level 3.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
then we didn't do all my level 3 stuff.
Didn't
I
we?
think. No, I only rolled once for my HP.
No, that's not possible because you get +3 to your HP and you have 32. The
But I
maximum
rolled like
HP you could have
really,
at
really great.
the maximum
Actually,
HP you
Neil-
could have at second level would be 26, and you have 32.
I don't think we, Neil. I don't think we did roll for our HP for level
Yeah,
3.
me neither.
I didn't. I for sure didn't because I did.
There's
we
no
did-
other way that you could have 32 hit points. It's physically impossible.
Well, Neil, I only have 7, and I know for sure I started with 4 and I rolled 3.
Unless you
Once.
started me with 2 at level 2, and then I had to roll for the level 3 because I only rolled once for my HP.
Did we didn't give you 2 hit dice to start at level 1. You started. I think we did all.
I for
I don't
sure
think
didn't roll for
I
HP.
rolled for HP either.
I remember because my hit points are so low. It's very easy to remember.
Hold on, I have this here. You rolled a 9 and 3 is 12. Oh, it's so hard to figure out what these rolls were. 9,
Mine are easy.
12.
They were 4 and 3.
Arcus, you have to have already rolled for HP. Unless we started you with double HP at level 1, which I don't think we did. There's no way that you didn't already do your level 3 HP.
Could we have rolled once for 2 levels? Because we only roll once. That's 100% sure.
Yeah, and I don't know how she would have rolled for HP if neither of us did.
Yeah,
She
I'm
leveled up
pretty sure.
differently than you guys did, at a different point in time than you guys did then.
That's true.
But
Didn't
the
you
only
give
time
her mega HP because of her demigodness?
No, she just has high con, so she gets a bonus to her HP roll.
we rolled it was when we all leveled at the same time, and that one of us took 2 levels at the same time. I took 1, and then that's when I did my
Oh.
roll. I remember that.
Jen double leveled at one point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, last week.
But it
I'm
wasn't
pretty
last
sure
week
it-
because I didn't level last week.
I'm pretty sure I didn't roll for HP either. Not for the last level, at least. Or the last 2. I had really high HP from the start. I remember rolling well.
Yeah.
Chat, please help.
Jen, what is your current HP?
19.
Okay.
But I remember being super high. It was like surprisingly high for cleric.
Yeah. Because you've been rolling D8s for HP, and you're level 4?
Yeah.
5 times 4. Yeah. Okay, so you have above average HP, so you've rolled all your HP.
Really?
Yeah,
For
you're...
my last 2 levels?
Well, the average HP for someone, for a 4th level character is 18. You have 19. You have above average HP.
If you say so, but I'm pretty sure I didn't roll for the last 2 levels. At the double level up, I'm really sure I didn't roll for.
Well, you have... Okay, so you roll D8 HP. If you're 4th level and you have 19, you have at very minimum rolled for 3 of your HPs. However, to come up with 19, you'd have to roll, what? 8, 8, and 3? So you'd have to, or maybe like a 7, 7, and a 5. Either way, those are all hugely above average rolls. I think you are all caught up on HP, except for maybe Anna. Anna, you have 7 HP?
Yep.
And your first one was a 4?
Mm-hmm.
It's very possible you rolled a 1 and a 2. Because there's no way, Steph, you have 32 HP. You can't have that at level 2. It's impossible. So I think you guys are all caught up to on HP.
And I only roll 1 dice when I go up?
Yeah, you roll 1 4-sided die.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are all
If
right
Neil
HP
says
levels.
so.
But Neil, I think I'm caught up to my HP. But the thing is that I don't think I leveled to 3. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Oh, you didn't roll like you didn't change anything else, just the HP? I don't know what you mean.
Like you never told me, oh, you leveled up again. I only leveled once.
What does
Anyway.
what does it say under missile attack adjust on your character sheet? Below
0.
your HP, and kind of above where you keep your
the
money.
other one?
Yeah. Does it say
2?
2? Yeah, we've already leveled you up to 3 because at 3rd level, that's what your missile adjust should be.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll just check
we're all
it
good.
out.
We're all there.
Alright, so